Within this hospital, one of the things that attracted me to come and work here was the way, with the 16-point plan and so on, that we all know why we became doctors, to help people, but I felt it was particularly well elucidated with everything that was being said here. And what you hope is that, and what I feel is that spreads throughout, particularly the senior clinicians, and the message gets sent through to the registrars and everyone that you might meet. The receptionists, the whole hospital should have the same overarching vision, if you like, of how a patient should be treated. So yeah, it shouldn't matter who you see, it should be universal. Doctors coming through really from my generation and onwards have a much more of a sort of partnership role with the patient, where the decision making is joint, and indeed sometimes purely at the patient's decision, and your role as a doctor has become less about telling patients what they ought to have done and more about trying to inform them in a way as best as you can that allows them to make that decision. We're seeing a changing population of patients as well, where phrases like patient power, patient choice, empowering your patients, these are all terms that doctors of today in this hospital are very familiar with, and that is how most decisions ideally should be reached. Certainly from my own point of view, I spend anything up to the first quarter of the consultation talking about anything other than medicine. So the ideal thing is if someone comes in a West Ham football kit, I can talk to them about the result at the weekend, and I try and make it as much as you and I are talking to each other now, and as little about, I've got a list of 10 questions that I need to ask you and I need these answers as soon as possible. And what I hope is that with a dialogue that evolves, the things that I need to know will come through during that dialogue.